How far can a non-compete go? In today's show, we're going to jump into this topic. It's very important for small business owners, or if you're selling your business, maybe you want to know how much can you get restricted, or if you're an employee, what are the limits here? Non-competes are typically governed by state laws. It's a very state law heavy area where there are generally specific statutes on what a non-compete can and can't do. And then layered on top of that is often case law, because some of these statutes talk about reasonableness and what can be done. Some major things that get looked at in non-competes are time, scope, and geography. So to the extent they are permitted, one thing that's going to be looked at about whether a non-compete is valid or not is what is the timeline of that non-compete. Is it good for a year, 2 years, 5 years, right? And the longer you get, the more likely a court's going to find it unreasonable. Also is geography. Is it just a town or a city or a neighborhood or 5 miles of where the employee was previously working? Or do they try to cover the entire United States or the entire world? The bigger the geography, the more likelihood of reasonable. And then the scope. Does it prevent the employee from doing anything, or does it just limit them from doing something in a specific industry? And the narrower it is, generally, the more likely it is to be enforceable. These are the things that are going to be balanced. Now, the balancing act is between the interests of the company, their commercial interests in protecting their secrets, getting on with life, getting on with business, versus the interests of the employee, who probably wants to go out and earn a living, right? So we've got two competing interests here, and the balance has to be raised. And this is being decided largely politically through these statutes. The state legislatures are stepping in and saying, where do we draw the line between employees being able to earn a living and companies being able to protect their commercial secrets, their customer relationships, and the other things that are often protected by non-competes. And you'll see the two of them competing with each other within this topic. So what you need to do is get some good state law advice. What is permitted in your particular state? Now, it also is treated differently between a business sale and an employee, so you'll want to be looking at that as well. Ideally, you want to make sure that you're signing something enforceable. What you don't want is to sign a non-compete and then find out that it's completely unenforceable. Some states, in the case of a non-compete that's unenforceable, will throw the entire thing out, and some will reform it to be narrower to comply with state law. Which one you get really depends on your state. So you have to be very careful here. You want to put some planning into it, make sure you get it right. If you have questions or comments that are general in nature, drop them below. Don't put your specific questions about you and your company, because it won't be confidential. Other people will be able to see it, and you may lose that confidentiality. For confidential matters, talk to your attorney. Check out our library of past videos, and you may want to subscribe to our channel, because we have a whole library of videos that help business owners and business leaders. Look forward to seeing you for another video soon.